Let's get this show going. I hope things are going well today. Let's see what I can figure out to do on this nice Friday afternoon. Got a few things I should work on. Alright, that's looking good. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. So, I want to very briefly put this here. Remain to tweak. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Realize I'm gonna bump the lighting just a bit here. I think it looks cool, but it's a bit dark here. Hey host, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. There we go. Feel free to talk in the chat if you're interested. No pressure, of course. But yeah, thanks for the follow. Glad to get that. It's always nice, always fun to see the follow numbers go up a little bit. Right, so let me just finalize this. Let's see here. It's a cool feature of a nice email surface. Yeah. Via a cron tab input, cron tab we can Bashka. That works, right? I think so. The script uses the following libraries, which are bundled with the latest Bashka. Let me see here. Main. String. Wait, is that true? Lint. Hey, Cartesian Theatrics, thanks for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Feel free to talk in the chat if you'd like. It's cool if you don't feel like talking as well. Just nice to know you're here. Thanks for the follow. I'll be getting to a bit of 3D modeling in just a minute. I was just finishing up a little note taking on a prior project I had up here, and I'll be doing the 3D stuff very shortly. Hey, how are you, Cartesian? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for the follow, and nice to see you in chat. I just said both of those things already, but it's one of those Friday days. It might be a bit repetitive. Doing well, I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Oops, that's the wrong. You've been doing some OpenSCAD modeling? Oh, nice stuff. Yeah, as you might have noticed, actually I'll show in just a second that I actually have the ability to edit this as well. Right, where was I? So what kind of stuff have you been modeling in OpenSCAD? Let me pop over to here. So if I load this scratch thing here, let's try run this. Oh, I'm in the wrong namespace, of course. No wonder. Ay. Okay, we've got 2 images there. There's a few errors I gotta work on this yet, but you get the point a little bit. So I can display it inside the REPL here, but I need to, I want to show that in just a minute. So give me a second here. this here, E and D, are not currently working, so let's get rid of that, I think. Okay. So, right, let me make a change here. Make that much bigger. And then I'll export C again. And then you can see that no, well, it's empty apparently. One second here. What have I done? Well, there it is, sort of. There's something. Let's try change the revolve here. Yeah, okay, so we got things working. My ineptitude is the issue. It's not ineptitude, it's just it's been a while since I've popped into this library, so I need to remember how I was doing it and, you know, the kind of things I need to change to improve the use of it and everything, but that's neither here nor there. I've been working on some simple tools for makers, currently a polyurethane applicator and spray gun, and a foam generator for making aircrete. Whoa, that's really cool. Do you plan on open sourcing the design files for stuff like that? If not, whatever, that's cool. But those are cool projects. I'm excited about that. Probably. Nice stuff. That's really cool. Do you use OpenSCAD for any particular reason? I know for myself, when I started using it, it was, well, one, I thought it was really cool to use programming to do 3D modeling, and two, it was open source and free, and it was therefore affordable for me to do outside of work. I was using Fusion, but you got sick of pointing and clicking. That makes a lot of sense. One downside of going to OpenSCAD from something like Fusion is you lose step exports if you're only ever using OpenSCAD, but there are tools like FreeCAD that you can import some OpenSCAD and convert it into step files and blah, 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 blah. I'm sure you know all about those sorts of things. I never quite liked Fusion because it always felt like it was locking me out from really accessing my own 3D models, you know? Like it felt hard to get them out into other things if I wanted to not use Fusion anymore, you know? So I enjoy OpenSCAD for a lot of those things. Now, I'm actually not writing SCAD directly. I'm writing in Clojure, which is a Lisp language, and building my own tools on top of that, excuse me, for different purposes. Yeah, using Clojure too. Oh, gotcha. So you've probably heard of and/or are using SCAD CLJ, right? I would guess. Yeah. Really useful project. I'm not using that directly anymore. The exporter I've got here is very heavily inspired by it, but I'm working on my own sort of representation with maps / hiccup-like data structures to build out an AST of model changes, and then and building exporters for OpenSCAD. I want to build exporters for FreeCAD scripts directly, that sort of thing. So I'll be messing around with all that kind of stuff. I do want to, before I completely forget though, I am going to just finish writing this little snippet here. Java shell. Clojure tools CLI. And hiccup. There's the requirements. If you want to run things automatically, you need some mechanism to run scripts to automate running scripts. I am using cron tab. I assume there are other mechanisms for like other things, right? I'm also low-key working on a programmatic CAD platform using OpenCascade.js from Clojure script. I did not maybe had forgotten. OpenCascade is this amazingly opaque library that I can never wrap my head around completely. But it's exactly what I want to be able to use as well for like step exports and whatnot, you know? So best of luck with that. I would be so happy to see more CAD tools with more BREP, NURBS type stuff. That'll be fantastic. Wonder if we could do a cross-platform kind of thing. I'm sure that the answer to that is yes. The very simple, well, how do I say this? I have two libraries that I'm using to build out some CAD automation tools. One of them is SVG CLJ. The idea there is it's a 2D vector graphics library, very simple. And then the other one is, I'm calling it Forge, which is my 3D modeling library. It's both of those libraries basically have your data. It runs transforms and computations over the data structure, and you can use it to manipulate and export, in the SVG case, 2D stuff, and in the Forge case, 3D stuff. Those are just two libraries, basically utilities-wise, with a certain data model. And then from there, I want to build out specific apps, specific web pages, all of that good stuff. So, for example, I've got... here's an example of using my 2D library. I built a little tool that can help me make these kinds of web pages, and what you can do is edit the code right in the browser, and then you get visual output. So imagine doing this with 3D as well. I'm bringing this up just to point out that if I can finalize the design intent of the libraries, they become useful tools for creating cross-platform applications and programs. So the answer to your question is yes. It's a matter of I need to know exactly how to do it, or I don't know what I'm saying. The answer is yes. So this whole page makes this logo image, for example. Right, so you can imagine so let's take one of your, let's see, you're making let's imagine some foam generator machine, right? And let's imagine that you want to open source the designs, and then let's imagine that you made one that fit into a 2 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot box shape. But I wanted to make one that was 2 by 2 by 2. Well, you could build out a blog post page that explains the entire design process, every single assembly in its own, like you can link to other pages, or you can have it kind of nested in the structure. and then it's got little sliders and stuff that let you manipulate the model, and then get at the bottom of the page, you can download a PDF of the technical drawings and a step file and an STL, all from the same page. That's the idea. That's sort of the vision I've got. But the libraries underlying those apps can easily be used in other contexts. That's the idea. That's the goal. I hope that makes a bit of sense. I have another thing. Let me show you. Interactive. This site needs a bit of work because I'm not perfect with all this stuff yet. This is a slightly different idea. You've got your code editor here, and you've got your window here, and you've got, so here's an example. This slider affects the visuals in there right away. Again, like it's literally just a slider. It's nothing crazy. But I have this mechanism that I was playing around with here. I have these macros. These, I don't know what to call them yet, but they're state affecting. Actually, they're not even macros, they're functions, but they're state affecting things. Really interested in this open design area. Oh yeah, me too, totally. I'm just super intrigued and excited about the possibilities. Hopefully I can learn to deliver on some of it. That's the thing. Here's the point I'm trying to make. I defed this B here. What I've done is create a I added an entry into the global state atom, and then upon recalculation it puts the B parameter up into the parameters list. And right now for this demo, they all go from 0 to 100 as a slider. That's it. But then the point is, since you can def the value into the context of the code here, you can actually use it to define areas that you want to manipulate. So def C here, for example, is this new one that I produced, and I have it divide by 100, so it goes from 0 to 1. Let me try to make an example of that for a second. If I go, let's see. Well, let's do this. Let's just do times C in here. So you can see that C now affects the rotation of those pieces there. A, I happen to link there. So you can see it increased the number of the petals around this. C is like this. Right? So I think as a way to kind of design models and stuff, this sort of approach, it's like a combined manipulate the UI and generate the UI with code, and then they kind of directly feed into each other. As a vision, I really love this idea. I want to extend this into a sort of app idea I've got where you can just, like, imagine a little plus button sitting somewhere. You click plus and it creates a new editor node, and then you can, that's like a card, and you can flip it over and it's got the visual on the back, or you can unfold it and it's got the code and the visual. You can link it specifically to certain variables. It will have a name, so in any other code block you can reference that name and use it to build up this whole structure where every single piece is either, you can integrate it into one big file, you can separate it out into different bits, and you can create this UI as you're creating the design, kind of all intermingled into one. Is that a perfect idea? I'm not sure, but this here as a vision I think is pretty neat. As it stands, it's already a lot of fun to do, and this is not even executed perfectly. Like you can see here, for example, when I zoom in, the way the styles of the stroke outline are set, it doesn't scale those appropriately. So there's stuff I have to work on, right? But this concept I want to explore with the 2D library, my SVG library, and extend it to my 3D library stuff as well. So you can imagine a situation where you can use SVG to define this starting sketch of a 3D model and they interact with each other, and I think that'd be really awesome. Totally, it kind of fits with the platform I'm working on, which you're tentatively calling Only Code. Cool. Is it a CAD platform again, or is it beyond just CAD stuff? I'm intrigued. It's really cool stuff. I think there's some people with really exciting ideas and better programmers than me who are working in this space, so I'm always keeping my eyes and ears open. I intend to make this kind of stuff my career as well, like full time if I can manage it. So I'm always intrigued and really hoping for good outcomes, I guess. Anyway, let me finish this little blurb here. Push this to the other page, and then I can move on to writing notes for changing up my 3D library a bit more. Yeah, do you want to join the organization I created? Could show you a couple things. I also am new, so it's all a little optimistic. Sounds good to me. It's a GitHub organization. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That sounds great. I don't know if you... I have not used GitHub organizations really, so feel free to go ahead and do that. Not quite ready to open source it yet. No problem. You can send me a whisper on Twitch if you want. You can go check out my Adam-James-V on GitHub. Message me through that stuff. Whatever you want. Send me an invite. Go for it. That sounds fantastic. Just realize I'm trying to... So I have Bluetooth lights, and I'm just playing around with the brightness settings of these lights a little bit. Oh, it's too much fun. Oh, that's the wrong. Let's make this one. Ooh, that's too much. Oh, ridiculous. I love it. All right, let's keep that over here. And let's bring that down a bit. Hey, Haas. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh, wait a second. What's going on here? I hope you're not a bot or something like that. Anyway, if it's a real person, thanks for the invite. If it's a bot, I guess thanks too. Out into the void. Alright, I'm going to stop playing with the lights here and get some code. Get some code going. Usage. To run this script once, you must supply the feed URL, including the... You must supply the feed URL. Otherwise, the options are as follows. What's a code snippet for? Yeah. That's not right. Shell. I wonder if that'll look okay. Hey Haas, I'm not sure if you're a real user or if this is like some kind of bot thing. Oh, this is definitely... I don't know what to do with this. Well, I'm gonna not worry about it too much. We'll see what's going on. All right. Right, so to use this, that's not what I meant to do. Oh. There we go. With this will the provided URL must point to the RSS feed XML file directly. For example, my URL is HTTPS Adam.James the above command will each post into what's the, how do I, right. You can change some options with the following. Right, so here I want to try, I just want to put help, copy this into here. Ooh, that doesn't look right. It's not formatted the way I wanted, but so be it. Oh, that's why they're so spaced out so far. I see. I don't necessarily love how that looks, but that'll just have to be okay. I hope this ends up looking okay. It's fine. I guess that's okay. Okay. Let me just check that this actually is going to look correct. Oops, that is not what I meant to do. I just need to preview the let's preview. That looks pretty good. Oh, this is a bit weird, but whatever. Actually, no, that's fine. Okay, that's good enough for now. Let's not edit this. Cancel changes. Leave this page because I'm saving this and committing it via this. So git status, git add, git commit -m, updated readme with usage instructions, git push. All right, that took a while, but hey, it's a Friday. Casual is allowed, I think. I hope everyone's okay with that in general. My head is too shiny here. I need to like buff it with something. All right, now onward to a bit of 3D here. So let me close this. Let me also Forge. Let's get into the Forge namespace here. Remove all the temp files. Let's figure out how to go from here, because there's a few things I need to fix up, really. That's the truth of it. Okay, let's cancel this. We don't need that in there anymore. Let's excuse me, kill that. All right, let's edit my to-do list here. Add tests and doc strings. I do need to do that. Add design doc and usage to the readme, web version, and a video. Man, turns out I still have to do all of those things. Oops. Anyway, that's fine. Let's open up tasks, Forge here, rewrite the design doc, need a model example, and I need a multi-user app idea. That's fine. I also want to make a viewer that automatically updates. To do make a web editor for 3D models like SVG, CLJ Interactive. So, what's the deal? What's the deal? Let's also go get status. Let's find out if there's like so this GLTF file seems like a promising way to go with viewers and stuff like that. I'm just thinking about I want, or what I would love, is some easy or fairly straightforward way to do 3D model rendering into a window in a browser like this, so that I can just edit it directly and get this exact kind of setup going. So as a start, I don't know exactly how I want to approach that. I'll have to think about it. I could try. Wonder if there exists. Ugh, this is crap. This might be risky here. I'm not gonna do that. OpenSCAD. Do you know if this has a way to embed quickly into a web page? Wow, this moves quickly. That's cool. Not sure. I'm just trying to reach for something super easy, that's all. Oh, that's not at all what I meant to do. So this is cool. Well, cool. This is interesting. It uses, it's not SCAD code right here. It's JS, which is fine. I was looking for something that would interpret OpenSCAD directly, but that's maybe silly. Yeah, not super easy. No, that's cool. Realistically, I'll probably use some kind of 3JS exporter or something like that. Like if I do, I think. No, launch please. I hate computers. I hate computers. Just do what I want, please. All right, no big deal. Let's see what export options there are. going to close that. Close this as well. Oops. So this OpenJS CAD, I guess you could use Shadow CLJS to get it in as a library, right? And just kind of go from there. I was thinking of writing a wrapper for CLJS that's compatible with the SCAD CLJ API, leaning more towards going with OpenCascade.js. That makes sense. So repo with examples, live preview. Let's see what this looks like. It's native performance. I'll take native performance. Oh, I'm just not patient enough. Oh, it is literally a polygon with only, like with backface culling, it looks like. Unless I broke it. Nope. Yeah, backface culling. Wow. Let's it's native performance and being actively developed. It's pretty alpha. I'm okay with that. It's pretty cool as well. Oop. Gotta be careful, I'm spilling my coffee all over the place. It's a compilation of their C++ code via mscript, and I see. That makes a bit of sense to me. Oh, it looks like window resizing causes... Oh, maybe not. See, this is cool, right? Like this kind of stuff, getting that live change, that parametric stuff is exactly what that's what I live for. That's what I'm here for. This is really cool. They have 70% coverage of the API. That's actually pretty good. I'm happily surprised by that. I'll keep an eye on it for sure. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, let's just pop a cylinder in here. Now let's do file, export. Yeah, fine. So talk about OpenCascade. I'm quite sure the OpenCascade kernel is what FreeCAD uses for all of their, like that is their CAD kernel as well. So these here, WebGL file, WebGL XHTML, those are kind of what I'm interested in seeing. What I'm getting bot follows, I think, and I'm not sure how to feel about that. I don't know what to do with that. Yeah. Sorry about that. Where was I? Let's go dev. Forge. Save it there. So I'm pretty sure this is an old export tool. And by old, I just mean like it's existed in FreeCAD for a while, so I'm not sure that it's like the most up-to-date approach. But it's a starting point, I think. Okay. So this is the file that was just exported. Title and named, all that's fine. Some base style things. Script. Okay, so this requires an internet connection because it's got CDN links built right in. So that's something I want to avoid. Theoretically, I want to avoid that, but I'm not going to worry too much about it right now. Because it looks like I could build something that generates this, a script like this, and then just embeds it in an HTML file. I don't know if that's a good idea, though. That's the thing. I would think about it. This is weird. The data, the object, opacity, the verts are saved. They're like encoded somehow. Huh. First of all, I should see if this actually works. Oh. Whoa. This is actually way nicer than I thought. This is different than what it used to be, I think. Okay, I could get behind this. Okay, I'm impressed with this. I like this a lot. The clipping, I don't know that I need that, but that's okay. This is really awesome. What is this? So here, this is FreeCAD. I'm not sure if you're familiar with FreeCAD. FreeCADweb.org. Oh no. Open source CAD software, 3D parametric model. Honestly, very powerful software. It's like SolidWorks kind of, but open source. That's the export. Yes, this. I just exported the WebGL with the WebGL option. There's also an X3D export option. I'm curious what that looks like. Not as impressive, if I'm being honest. Oop. Hello? Why? Well, there's some cool things about it, but it's weird. Yeah, I tried to use it for a bit. FreeCAD, you mean? I think it's quite good. There's a lot of... there's some clunkiness to it sometimes. But beggars can't be choosers, you know? Forge, cylinder.xhtml. Right, so X3D is an XML sort of thing, which is arguably very similar to how I do my SVG export, but I don't really want to go that route either. Yeah, a bit of a learning curve. Yeah, which, I mean, in fairness to FreeCAD, SolidWorks, like the commercial software that is comparable, SolidWorks, Inventor, Pro E, is that what it's called? Anyway, like 3D CAD modelers for engineering, they also have fairly steep learning curves. So it's a little bit of an inherent thing with the space that we're working in, arguably. But yeah, FreeCAD, not a perfect piece of software, but it is very amazing and powerful for the open source that it is, in my opinion. I keep my eyes on it very regularly. I'm always happy with it, with its progress, I should say. I'm getting tired. This music is putting me in a not wanting to work mood. That's okay. I can get into it in just a few minutes here. Just gotta ramp up, you know? Okay, one thing I do want to fix is the issue I have here where I import an SVG for the purpose of making it part of a 3D extrusion, and then it doesn't work because the dimensions are stored as strings and not as numbers. That's fixable. I just need to figure out how to fix it. It's fair. My problem with CAD interfaces is that it's hard to have the discipline to keep the model parametric, whereas with code, you're sort of forced to. It's amazing how similar our thoughts were on that. I used to work as a designer, like a mechanical engineering designer, and I used SolidWorks. And it's really quite powerful, and I love making parametric models. But you absolutely are right. You need the discipline to keep the entire model parametric. And then you need everyone else on your design team to want to be that disciplined, and then to know how to edit a parametric model in a way that doesn't break the parameters and the linkages between them. So yeah, you're right. Doing it all in code kind of forces that a little more easily. Plus, code is a little more lightweight. Like you could turn off the editor, make a bunch of text changes, right? Like you just do your code editor, visual editor, and then you can you can render it step by step later on. Like you can iterate really quickly and then go in and do a render, like a compile kind of thing later, and it just feels snappier to use in a lot of cases. Not all. Like when it comes to doing a sketch, I do find a UI or a tablet with a pen really is a fast way to do it. So there's some in my vision, there's some really ideal interplay between interface and writing the code, but the code is the truth. The interface is a tool to shape the code. That's how I see it. But yeah, I basically agree with your point on all the CAD stuff. Okay. What do I actually want to achieve today? It's been a slow stream for me today. Thanks for hanging out with me anyway, despite despite it all. Okay, I've got one idea here. So Forge is ready to go here. If I make a change here, it will show up here. We have established that. What I want to do next is get this, excuse me, working again. This breaks. If I try to render it, oh. No, I evaled the wrong thing. There we go. Image / import. What? I don't know what happened. Let's try to reload things here. Okay. Why did it work today and not yesterday? I don't like that. But let's go with it. I keep evaling the wrong segment. That's just on me. Okay. So here, oh, I'm showing the wrong one. Okay, so we're kind of getting somewhere here. It's not exactly perfect, but this is when my window gets extremely weird looking, because I just got frames, Emacs frames all over the place. Oops. Sketch.svg. So this didn't work perfectly. There's missing elements here. So this, the circle and the square are showing up. The closed polygon works here. The open ones are these black lines, and that's working, but there's something incorrect about this. So things are not totally perfect yet. Have to go get lunch. Hopefully we can stay in touch. If you ever want to mess around, Docker environment is here, based on Doom Emacs, and uses crdt.el for collaborative editing. Oh, sick. Thanks for the link. I'll have a look at that. It said page not found. Is it a private page, maybe? Sent me an invite. Gotcha. Cool. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, hopefully we can stay in touch. Best of luck, and yeah, maybe I'll see you around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Best of luck and have a good lunch. It's private for now, yeah. Okay, cool. I will keep my eyes peeled. If you have feedback on path extrusion library, I'm going to add that to my list of to-dos here. Tasks, misc, to do, sovereign shop / SCAD paths. Check path. Write some docs first. Reading the, I mean, always is the case, right? You could always write more docs, but I could poke around in the code and see what I can find. That seems cool. Check path extrusion with. Let me do. SCAD paths, blob, main, source, main, OpenSCAD paths core.clj. Okay, there we go. It's in the list of things now. So at the very least, I can look through it and have a look at that. But thanks for sharing that. I mean, who knows? Maybe I find some really useful stuff that I could, like, there's maybe better design patterns that I haven't thought about, you know. But anyway, cool stuff. I'm excited. It's so cool to see and hear other people working on stuff like this, you know. Have a good one. I'll definitely be playing with that library you wrote. Likewise, this month I'm working super hard to become a more thorough dev, better documents, better tests, better working code, better design docs, all that stuff. So if you run into anything super weird, feel free to post an issue, talk to me in a discussion, and I'll work really hard to fix all those things. Bear with me as I'm kind of getting the ball rolling on being a quote-unquote professional, as it were. So don't hesitate to call me out on things that should be improved. Do it kindly if you can, but the feedback is important, and I'm working hard to be better as a dev. So forgetting the name. Oh yeah, here, let me well, so there's two important ones that I'm focused on. Let me very quickly go to those. So Adam James V is my GitHub. Oh, do I have I don't know if this is a command. There's my GitHub. Here, SVG, CLJ, and Forge. There are two pinned ones there. Those are the CAD related tools. This Radish one is for exporting websites using org mode, stuff like that. So yeah, SVG, CLJ, and Forge. Those are the two interesting ones. If you use Twitter as well, follow me on Twitter if you want. But no pressure. Just we'll stay in touch, I'm sure. Okay. Definitely very skilled. Keep the faith. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I don't always feel skilled. I feel like I have the ability to be a good dev, but I don't always feel like I'm there, you know? It feels like I'm constantly approaching it, but I appreciate the vote of confidence. It does really help, so thank you for that. Have to schedule a job with Cron later. That's fine. Don't need that. Don't need that right now. All right, here we are. Figuring this out is gonna be a weird one. What I don't know is why it worked this time. That's the thing I'm confused about. Hey, Thrashton. Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been back in Ontario last month for vacation / one of my sisters got married, so my streaming was a little disrupted. But I'm back now. Good to see you, Thrashton. I hope you're well, by the way. SVG string to elements slurp sketch.svg. You're doing all right? You're moving from Russia, by the way. Oh wow, moving to Estonia. Whoa, man. I've never been to Estonia, but I hear good things. One of my cousins married someone. He was in Estonia, and they met there and fell in love, and she moved to Canada and everything. So I haven't talked to her in a while, but she would tell me that Estonia was a pretty nice place. So best of luck with your move. Is that happening soon? What on earth changed? I don't like that. Not knowing what changed. In late October you're moving, so very soon. Oh man. That's a little bit scary and a little bit exciting. Uh, I hope that you're moving like all for good reasons, right? And that this is something that you're excited about. Uh, yeah, that sounds great. Well, uh-oh. Some good, some bad. Do you have family and friends in Russia? Glad you're leaving Russia. Okay, I gotcha. Excited, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Your wife is moving with you. Well, that's usually a good thing. Yeah. Moving's a tricky thing, even in the best of circumstances, right? It feels weird to move out of a place that you've been living in for a while, and it can be it's just a whole big thing. So I wish you the best with that for sure. That um, I say view it as an exciting thing. In my opinion, it can be really exciting. But yeah, all the best, of course. All right. Thanks. Yeah, of course, of course. Man, in general, I want all humans to live as best a life as they can and have good things happen to them. But if you're watching my Twitch stream too, I think especially I'm like, yeah, these people get it, you know. There's good stuff. Thrashton, to totally change the subject for a second, I'm in the middle of updating my room so that it looks more like a set. I mean, as you can see, I still have to set things up, but I I have Philips Hue bulbs that I can change the colors of everything now, and I'm really excited. Really excited that I can do all that now. It's all new, yeah. So the biggest change so far here. Let me. So see, there's things I need to change, right? Like my camera doesn't like it washes out the light too much. This TV I want to plug in and hook up to some cool visuals. I was thinking it'd be fun to make something that like moves with my voice or whatever. That might be fun. I'm playing ambient music, which is fun. Oh man, there's bots following me right now. It's annoying. Sorry about that. I'm getting distracted. This bot thing, I don't know what to do about it. It's spam following me. And you can't report it because it's like new accounts. Anyway, forget it. Right, so like this TV I have to hang up and hook up. This here, I have to design and put some art on there. I have these like paint markers that I'm gonna do a hopefully cool drawing on it. In behind, I have to build a few shelves and put some actual lamps behind there to get the lighting a little nicer there. Like I said, I want a bit better camera and all that stuff. But I'm excited about it. Wow, you're setting up a lot. Yeah, I want this to start looking and feeling more professional. Some of the next things are the like my panels and stuff like that on my actual stream. I want to kind of tie in thematically with what's in the room. I want to make more video transitions and stuff like that and work on my YouTube channel more. There's a bunch of stuff I'm really working hard to get going on, and I'm just I'm excited. I hope that people like the changes as they come. But yeah, I'm just happy. I feel like I'm turning this into something, just something I can be more proud of, you know? Like I already liked doing what I'm doing. It's fun to share stuff with people. But I got to work on it more. Okay, what the heck? Well, on that note, I'm actually going to be right back. Got to get myself a little bit of coffee. There we go. Got a little bit of coffee now. I love coffee. I drink so much. Right. So, here, I'm gonna pull this circle element as an example element to work with. Def C is this circle. Okay. If I do this, if I try to wrap I'm in maybe the wrong spot here. All right, I have to, let me fix this up just a bit. Okay, forge can stay there. This here, okay. All right, here we go. Right, so def C this circle. Okay. Whoosh. If I do this, that fails. The reason for this is because I'm trying to run TF bounds, yeah, on a circle. The problem here is, right, if I look at this, these values are saved as strings. They have to be converted into numbers because this expects numbers. So what I need to do is come up with something that, a mechanism that fixes that, basically. So I could kind of do something. Oh, actually before. Let me do this here. That's the wrong thing. Utils, there we go. Wait, 1 second. What did I do to the depths? It's still valid, right? I hope so. Yes. Oh, I know what I did. I deleted an alias here. And that's fine. That's good. That's all fine and good. Admin, roadmap, and miscellaneous notes. Probably should clean those up a little bit. The design doc, I need to fix that one up, of course, as well. But let's focus in on utilities here and make sure the change makes sense. and that should be here. Okay, that's fine. This I don't really... Oh wait, no, that's fine. That can stay. That's not being tangled. That's good. Oh, okay. I kind of know what's going on. Nothing changed. Nothing's really fixed yet. I'm just being a little bit silly with how I'm approaching things. So this is all fine. Well, it's not fine. It's the same as it was yesterday. So that's good. But here I want to get status things. Git add, git commit m. Removed shadow cljs.eden as the JS library build doesn't really make sense. Actually, let me write this a little bit differently here. Remove shadow cljs.eden. The need to build a JS library directly doesn't make much sense, as is someone can pull this library into their own, into their own CLJS project as a regular Clojure script dependency. This works just fine and is proven by the fact that it's how I built SVG CLJ interactive anyway. Therefore, I want to keep the build process as uncluttered as possible. Git push. Okay. Git branch git status git branch checkout. Did I do it wrong? Git checkout import tooling. Oop. Okay. Git status on branch import tooling. Okay, that seems fine for now. How's everyone doing, by the way? I didn't ask that in a while. I hope things are okay. Yeah, that's really all. I I just hope things are okay. Also, today is the first release, I suppose I can call that, of Colton. What's that? I can't remember if you have mentioned that project to me before. I'm sorry, I've forgotten. The statically typed functional PL embedded in Common Lisp. Of course it is. Well, congratulations. Made a release. That's always good. That's really fantastic. Colton Lang, introducing Colton. Oh, did you post this to what's the orange website? Hacker News. I think I saw this link floating around on the front page. Nice. Very cool. I'm gonna give this a good solid look after. Don't have anything to do with the project except that I'm very excited about it. I suppose being excited is a good thing. Nothing wrong with that, eh? I see. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Do you plan on using that language a lot, do you think? Like as it gets developed further, do you think you'll use it for some real serious stuff? You think so? Yeah? This follow bot is starting to drive me nuts. One of the bots says Haas is not a bot. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's believe that. This is not good. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Moving on. Moving on. Okay. What I kind of think I need to do is build a little function that I think I know where I'll do this. I think I need to do in here. I think I need if let attributes exists here. What I need to do here is have a function that does gotta try it out, maybe participate in in Colton language. Yeah, I mean, so is it open source? If it's open source, I feel like contributing in any way is like kind of part of the spirit of open source projects, right? So yeah, it is open source, so it feels like it's right up, like that's exactly kind of the point of that stuff. So yeah, absolutely go for it. Right here I need to what's the word for it? Cast for me, the coolest thing is that it is 100% Common Lisp inside, and its CL interop is seamless. You can literally switch back and forth in the code. So is it totally fair? That kind of, let's see here. It's like arguably not its own language, right? Like it's kind of just a library in Common Lisp, or am I misunderstanding? Nor do I think that's a bad thing, by the way. That's like one of the powers of Lisp languages in general is you could basically define whole new languages completely embedded inside the language. It's crazy powerful, yeah. Very cool. I love Lisps. Lisp languages are awesome. Once my attention is shifting beyond Clojure, then I'll be exploring. It's a crazy powerful library in a sense, but I also get it. Like it's weird. Like the lines become blurred between library and proper language, right? Like they can kind of be the same, or just depends on the design of it. Anyway, I'll be exploring all of the Lisps as time goes on. I'm currently interested in learning Fennel for the purpose of doing some little game design stuff. But that's another thing for another day. Cast. Right, so this string I want to... Okay, if I read string 4, it turns into a number. But if I read string 4 pixels, it's an error. So when read string oops. Oof, gotta go to sleep though. It's late here already. Hey, no problem. Get some good sleep if you can. Thanks for showing up. I always appreciate it when you're in chat. Yeah, all the best. Have a nice stream, I suppose. Yeah, thanks. Have a good sleep and best luck with the move. If I don't see you before then, I hope that goes well for you. How does this work? Let me see if this works, and let me just literally copy it. I don't think it works though. Oops. I did the wrong thing. Okay. Yeah, see that it doesn't work like that. Read string throws an exception. Big decimal. Wait. I don't remember how. Well, let's do this. Try read string s. Try catch. Let's Clojure try catch. I always forget this. I always forget. Maybe there's a slightly better way here. Number. Oops. See, I don't want the M there, right? I don't need it to be a big decimal. I just need it to be big decimal. Okay, that's not going to work either. Okay, so try read string. Try that, then catch. Let's see here. Wait. I don't know if this will work. Cast to numbers. This is also a bad name for a function. Okay. Okay, that's what I wanted. Cast to s to number. String to number. Okay, I mean, let's try it. I suppose that's okay. I mean, okay, let's start with that as a thing. Okay, so string to number, and then here let's do defin clean adders, or cast numerical adders, like that. And what I want to do here is take an attributes map, and I want to zip map wait, can I is there a, like in Clojure, what is it, like to update all keys with the same function? Clojure map update all keys with same function. I don't want to bring in another thing here, but okay, so zip map. Okay, so I was not wrong. This is kind of what I was thinking. So that's perfect. So zip map takes keys and values, and you just unzip the map, do the things to the values, and then put it back together with the keys. That's exactly what I was going to go for. So zip map keys of adders, and then I want to map string to number over vals of adders like this. All right, let's try that. So if I do take second of C, this is an example of a circle that had been imported, and R, CY, CX, those are all things I want to be cast properly to numbers. So if I do cast numerical adders over second of C, please. Oh, what? That's annoying. Some typo. Come on. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, there we go. Cast second C. Okay, that. Oh, So that is weird. That's not right. Oh, I also don't want to read string. I just want to. I guess I have to do something like this. Then here I have to check if number N, otherwise S. Let's try that. I mean, that's better. It's a little ugly, but it should work. I hope. Famous last words. Okay, let's see what's up. If we do, so basically here, this XML to hiccup thing, for every node in the XML tree, it just generates a hiccup data structure, which is just a vector with the tag key, and then attributes if there's attributes. And so all I want to do is conj back into the vector here, adders, but I want to wrap adders in cast numerical adders like this. Save that. That hopefully works. So let me give it a go. Let's go here, MX, Sessman restart. Okay. Let's load the Scratch namespace here. This should hopefully incorporate the change I made with the XML to hiccup here, which in theory means that this all works fine. Well, that's annoying. Let's try this. Okay. Okay, so it's working here. Oh, this is a problem. Viewbox doesn't make sense here. Read string. Oop. Read string. The viewbox string is something like this, for example. See, that's no good. Boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. See, this is gonna be an interesting challenge. Stuff like this is what I want. Like, this is correct. That is supposed to be turned into that. And that's supposed to be turned into that. All of this other junk is fine. Let's try load this again and see why it broke. D. Error printing return value. Double cannot be cast to string. Go to the image import here and see what's up. Excuse me. Okay, so import SVG. Let's try to do this myself. Okay. So we've got all this. Let's drop 2 from that. Drop 2 from that entry. So what that does is just gets me weird defs and stuff like that. And then I want to take that and map SVG to model over that. Oh, okay. So we get weirdness with that. That's no good. All right, we're getting close, but we're not there. I think what might be a good idea is changing this up here to be done a little bit differently. And by that I mean something like this. Let's make this private. Right, numerical adders is just it's going to be a set of all the keys. So here, what I want is elements circle. Okay, we'll start with circle. Is there a way to auto-generate this, I wonder? also think maybe that might be useful as a public function, so I'll leave it public. Cx, cy, r. Let's do this like this maybe. El Cx, cy, rx, ry. Circle, ellipse, group. Nothing. Good. Image. URL. Oh, this is a set also. So, you know what? For now, whatever. This is fine for now. Width, height, x, y. Yeah. Oop. El slash circle ellipse g image line. Point A, point B. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Yeah, that's not surprising. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Good. El slash polygon. A list of points. 0, 0, 10, 0, 10, 10. That's a string, so that stays a string, so there's nothing that goes there. El slash polygon and polyline act the same way, so rectangle. Oops. Width, height, x, y, which is the same as this, so I will leave that alone actually. In fact, this I'll do like that. Oops. Circle and ellipse. Image, rectangle. Line. This here, el slash polygon. What is text? XY font size. Not sure about that one. Oop, el slash. That's all of it though? That's actually not much. Let's do C SVG. No, let's not. Let's do SVG element circle 20. Width, height, viewbox stays, XML namespace, that's perfect. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's fine. Is that everything? That's all the basic shapes. Every path, the attribute is going to be the D path string, so it's always a string, so that's fine. And that's basically, that actually is, it should be everything that needs to be cast. So let's do this, let's fix this up just a little bit then. Font size, I'm gonna delete that from there just to be on the safe side. Also, let's change up how I, like this. Circle, ellipse. This goes, this goes like this. Image. And line. Let's call that good for now. It's hopefully this works okay. Alright, so that is the numerical attributes. And now instead of doing this, what I want to do is I have to change this up slightly. Let's do it like this. Map. Let's let f be function taking key value. Destructure it right away. And then it's if. Wait a second, I don't really need to put it in a let, honestly. It's not that big a deal. Okay, so function taking in the pair key value when merge A1 B2 does this work? Is there another, so there's zip map, is there? See also interleave. Oh. No, let's just do it this way. Okay, so if map this function, so if numerical adders key, if that's true, then you return the map key read string value. Otherwise you just return key value without changing it at all. Then you map that over. Hey C Films, how are you? Hope you're doing well. You map that over the attributes, and then you've got that, and you just do apply merge. Okay. Let's see if that works. Let's do cast numerical attributes to second C. Promising, very promising. Okay. How's the streaming going? Pretty good, C Films. Pretty good. Having a nice. I'm feeling pretty relaxed today. I've got this ambient music going on. I've got this newish looking sort of thing. It's pretty nice. I'm feeling good. Not working too hard, but not working too slowly either. You know, I'm not stressing out about things. I'm getting close to solving a problem that I have with importing an SVG file, which is nice. Your streaming cred is coming along for sure. Thank you. Hopefully. We'll have to see how it goes. I'm getting a bit of follow botting going on, which is annoying, but generally I can ignore that. It's interesting because clearly there's something on the Twitch backend that kind of knows it, because my follow count isn't going up even though my notification window on my dashboard is like full of the bot follows. But anyway, that's unimportant. It doesn't matter. What I'd like to do now is restart this scratch here. MX Sessman restart. Try to load up that change. Might stream later today, C Films. Nice. I hope that'll go well for you. Right. So now I want to see if this importer will work the way I hope it will. That is the trick. Okay. All right. Sanity check. We got a donut, so that's working. That's good. What are you gonna stream later on, or what are you planning to stream, C Films? Let's try the import now. Ah. Okay. So all right, well, that's frustrating. Yeah, you mentioned that you do movie, TV, web dev and stuff like that. Do you know today, like, would you be doing web dev stuff today, movie stuff today, or just a mix? Just curious, you know how that is. All right, this is annoying. I need to figure out how to fix that. So close. All right, I've got, I want to say about 40-ish minutes of streaming left in me for the day. Maybe I'll leave a little earlier than that. Remains to be seen, but I don't want to get ahead of myself here. Okay, so this feels a little tedious here, but this is important to make sure I get this working. So the thing... The thing about this is that it's annoying. Well, actually, I could do this. This should kind of fix that problem, I think. Yeah, let's go with that. So let me restart this one more time. The reason I'm restarting this REPL is because it's in a different project and it's pulling in the SVG as a dependency. So I need to restart the session to reload that code. It's a little bit of a pain, but it's one reason why I want to get the SVG library to a stable set point so that I don't have to keep, when I'm in one library, I don't want to keep editing a different one and stuff like that. I want the libraries to be more and more, closer and closer to static, and stable, I guess is the more correct word here, so that I don't have to swap context so frequently. Okay, so things are not right yet. Bummer. So you start your stream with a recap of the TV and the movies you've watched since the last stream. Then you do about 30 minutes in, you switch to web dev and database talk and development. Oh, gotcha. That's pretty nice, actually. A nice casual start to things. I like that. That's a good idea. Good, clean fun. Good, clean fun. All right, so excuse me. Sorry. I don't quite understand what's happening. Okay, well, let me do svgclj.utils slash svg string to elements, and then we'll slurp the sketch.svg file. Okay, so it looks like it does generally read things in successfully, which is a good start. There, see, the height is not, the height and width are not breaking anything anymore. That's good. You're doing web dev for your own CFilms website. Yeah, that makes sense. That's cool. Let's do drop to, okay, then SVG. Okay, so that successfully wraps now, which is a step in the right direction, absolutely. Now what I want to do is image slash SVG to model. Why is that happening? What? Sorry, things are going a little weird here. SVG to model. There. Okay. wait a second. Do I have to map it? I might have to map this over that. Fine. Well, let me do this then. At least I can get... Okay, so A... Oh, I did something wrong here. Let me def A. Let's not wrap it in this. So let's get rid of this. Don't need... What? Ugh. Type of web dev you do is HTML, CSS, PHP, JavaScript, SQL, and relational DB. I think you've mentioned that before. A good stack. It's a good stack of web dev stuff. Okay. Now, let's try map image / SVG to model over A. So we get errors. Let's do this one at a time. Figure out what kind of things are causing these issues. That way we get a clearer picture of what's going wrong. SVG to model of nth of A 0. Nothing. 1, 2. Do any of these do anything? Okay, what does nth A 3? What does that look like? Okay, so it is a group. Let's figure out what's going on here. So let's pop into the importer. Let's have a look at image, SVG to model. Something's going on here. Def multi. Something inside there maybe is going wrong. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna go to the washroom for a minute though. I'll be right back. There we go. Whew, okay. I don't know. Let's def B as drop 2. Yeah. Drop 2 of nth of A3. So B is now what's inside, what was inside that group. So if we do map SVG over B, nth B 0. Oh, I did this wrong. Oh, that's not, shoot, that's annoying. I made a goof. Nth of B is this rectangle. If I do SVG image slash SVG to model of nth of B 0, that works. Okay, what is nth B 1? That's a circle. What's wrong here? Java-lang double cannot be cast to a string. Why is it trying to cast to a string? Let's have a look here. Okay, I see. Here, since I took care of casting the string numerical values in the import directly. That means I don't need to do it here, and that's actually a better design. So I just need to get rid of the read string situation here in all of these cases. And clean props here. Okay, this is promising. We're getting somewhere here, getting somewhere. Okay, again, this read string, don't need that, or shouldn't need that, right? Wait, why did this? Oh, this is why, because I coerced everything into a string and then did a read string. Yeah, so that's useless. Let's get rid of that. Okay, clearly the design could stand to be improved. However, it's not so bad. Let's give it a restart and see what we can come up with. I hope I can get this to work. That's if it works, that's a success for the day. Alright, let's try this. Hey, it all prints. Oh, we're getting to the right stuff now. Let's do a cider show D. Okay. We are so close to having this thing working the way I want it to now. The only thing that doesn't make sense is, of course, this little lump here. And well, let's see what we can do about that. Let's push this change from the SVG library first, by the way, because this is very promising. Okay. All right, so we've got git add, git commit, cast numerical attribute values from string to number on import. This is important to help normalize imported SVG data for proper to allow users to use transforms and transforms directly without having to manually manipulate the elements from an import. Still to work on rel versus abs of path data and namespace. Namespace concerns when exporting. When exporting elements from an imported SVG. You've not tried Clojure yet? Is it something you want to try? It's I'm not sure that it's a language for everyone. I mean, I certainly love it, and I recommend it to everyone who's interested in Lisp languages. But I mean, it just is a new way of thinking about programming. I think it's very fun. I like it a lot. I say give it a try. But of course, that's always up to you. Oops. Oh, I also don't want to push yet. That's true. Oh, man. I gotta go soon. Probably 25 minutes or so. I've been sitting down for a long time, according to my watch here. Almost time to get up. Right, so what I want to find out is why this doesn't look correct. Let's try find just that piece. Okay, it's the last path in the group. Okay. Let's go here and get that. Let's def A as svgclj.utils / svg string to elements. Ooh, excuse me. Right. I think path 49. Let's double check that that's... Yes, that's the right one. Yeah. All I want is this. Image / SVG to model of this. Okay. Promising. SCAD cider show. Okay, let's do svgclj.tools / cider show B. Okay, you can't really see it, but that is the proper path shape. So there's something wrong with my approach. Okay. So here, SVG path element to polygon of, okay, TF / D curve element maybe is where I have to start first. Okay, so split path. Okay, we're kind of getting somewhere. What I want to do, if I, let me try, yeah, okay. So here, let's do path element to polygon. Take the path element, split the path, sort by the area, map path to points. Okay, I think the problem here is that I'm doing, actually, let's see here. If I split, right, so split path B, count that, it's 2 paths. But if I split path of TF SVG CLJ dot transforms slash D curve, that count that 6. Ooh. I did something wrong. Let's take the D curve out of here for a minute. Let's see what happens if I try this again. Let's go to scratch. Still no. Let's try this one more time though. That's not true. What? Let's restart then. That's annoying. I don't know why that happened. Maybe I broke something. Okay. Okay, so that broke some other things. All right, but we're kind of getting somewhere here. So what I want to do is oh, wait a second, that's probably not what I want. Filter sum's probably fine. Okay. Forge, import, image. Forge.scratch slash, oops. All right, I'm getting to the point where I'm making kind of silly mistakes, so it's almost time to go. I'm gonna give myself about 10 minutes here, and that's mostly to get my head around what I need to change to make the path imports work correctly every time, because that's important. So let's assume for a moment that things are working. I'm quite sure that something goes wrong with this D-curve approach here, so I have to figure that one out. Actually, I have an idea now. Let's go ns forge.scratch again. So B is this shape. Let's do svg clj.transforms slash dcurve. B is that. Let's now do svg clj.tools slash cider show that result. Okay, so the D-curve thing throws everything all out of whack. It's wrong. to be blunt about it, it's just not correct. The order of the curves gets all messed up, it seems. Okay, so that actually means, once again, the problem is not so much in the Forge library, but the SVG library with dcurve again. So let's figure that one out. Path manipulations. I want to fix, well, actually, let me add these to-dos here. Let's add notes about this. Tasks. To do fix path decurve to make imports work correctly. In Forge. Another one. Oh, this one's done. Yay. Remove shadow CLJS stuff is done as well. There. Edit, add relevant details to the README. Rewrite the design doc with the exact feature list. Yep. Fix path decurve, and here to do fix fix import XML namespace issue. Example, XML namespace / SVG must convert to XML namespace for hiccup to export it properly, to render it properly. Okay. So I want to actually put a fix in place first and then do the decurve stuff. So let me save these. Nice to get some things done at least. That makes me happy. Okay. Let's head back into this then. Utilities, XML to hiccup. Basically, for any tag T, I want to do something to it here. Okay. If I do name of or name of Okay. The purpose of this is to, oh, I should also come here and then make tasks SVG CLJ to do add import tests. Import test for namespace fix. To do add numerical cast adders test. Okay, those should be fairly straightforward. I will add them off stream because I got to get going soon. But I want to get the basis of this fix in place. So to do to do this, I want to go like this. Oops. There. So now if I do what I want to fix is something like where'd it go? These here. Okay, so let's take something like this and fix it. Let's do def A is this key. Keyword, true. Let's string A. So that makes that whole thing. String includes string A if that include not what I meant to do. If that includes this, true. Well, let's just try something like this then. Let's take the tag, string it, string replace the string, the match, and the replacement is the colon, and then string, oops, forgot to do this here. String A. Okay, that worked here. Then keyword that. Then name. That's not. Okay. Oh, one thing I have to do. Maybe, well, okay, let's figure this out. So let's replace the / with a colon, and then here replace first colon with nothing, then keyword that. Okay, let's try that. So if I do fix ns tag, should be fix ns tag of A, for example, it produces this weird looking thing. I don't know if this is gonna fix the problem though. That's the thing. Let's do now hiccup.core/html. Let's do svg. Let's make this property. Let's just make a fake one, sort of. Fix ns tag of a, and then it's going to be http w3/2000/svg. I don't know if that's right. Okay, so this is a problem here. That didn't solve the problem. Okay. So if I do this instead of fix ns tag of a, what if I just keep it as a? Right. Well, this is a kind of a start. Right, so if I do name, right, of A, it gives me just that. If I do namespace of A, oh, interesting. Okay. When namespace t. No. If namespace of t exists, then you do a bunch of stuff. Otherwise, you do nothing. You just return it. Like that. Okay, so if I'm gonna let namespace be namespace t. Let name be name t. If namespace, then you do stuff. Otherwise, you return t. Yes, that works. Okay, that's fine. Right, so in the case of a namespace, what you want to do, or what I want to do, is thread namespace through string split on dot character first, and then then string the result of that together with the result of string and name, and then keyword that. Okay, let's see if that does what I want it to. Fix ns tag a. So close. So close. How does string split work? Oh, do I have to escape? There we go. That is what I have to do. Let's try this one more time. Okay, I think this might do what I want it to. We'll see. It's a little... Okay. Def imported. We're gonna do hiccup.core/html of the result of svg string to elements of slurp. The test I'm using, users Atom dev forge sketch.svg. Okay, so imported is an svg string. Now what I want to do is spit that to imported.svg imported. And now, moment of something, let's try it out. Let's do svg clj / imported. Still have a problem. Okay. Well, okay, so I'm a bit stuck on what to do next. We're getting somewhere, but not quite as fast as I want to. Let me try one final thing as I go. String replace this whole string. I want to replace the result of finding those with the string, new line. Let's see here. Line 4, column 1. Well, I'm gonna get going. It's been a long stream. I feel pretty good about the work I've done today. I feel good about people in chat. See films. I got a little quiet there at the end, but I appreciate you hanging around and chatting when you can. I always enjoy the company and all that stuff. So thank you very much. But now is the time for me to go, I think. What did I complete on the project today? Hey, Cartesian. Thanks for sticking around the whole time. Chatting or not, it's cool to know that you've been around for a bit, and I am excited to see if we can work together on some CAD stuff. That should be good. Yeah, C films. I did a few things. I managed to fix one issue with SVG importing, so that attributes where there are numbers stored as strings get properly cast to numerical values, which is really helpful for importing stuff. I have been working on while I've been working through this, I've been refamiliarizing myself with my Forge library because it's been a while. So it's good to wrap my head around the bits of the code that need to be totally overhauled anyway. There's stuff to change, but all that's good. Earlier in the stream, I was showing Cartesian a few things and talking about some CAD app ideas and stuff like that. I briefly looked into options for 3D exports to web. And then I just had a casual programming day, so I'm feeling good overall. Oh, I also started by finishing up a thing or two with my RSS saver here. So things are looking pretty good. Things are pretty good. All right, I do have to get going for real. C Films, Cartesian, thanks for sticking around and talking in chat. How does it taste? Carrot apple dressing? I mean, computer-aided design tastes wonderful. It's divine. I love it. All right, but seriously, I gotta go. Thanks for everything. I will be back on Monday streaming. So have a good weekend, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Stay well, stay healthy if you can. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.